Call a meeting of the O and M committee together. Motion, to approve the minutes of the last meeting, Ms. Wood. All right, you gotta vote now.
Yep, that's right.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We'll move right into the action agenda with Jeff.
Okay, thanks, Mr. Chairman. The first item is to authorize a payment to the Village of Lake George for labor and material expenses related to, the festival space. You can see the request, on page 2 and the breakdown of, personnel hours and some material and trash liners and gasoline for maintenance of the park.
Ms. Wood? Everything? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, passed. Second, number
Okay.
4.
The next item's on page 4. This is to amend the budget to receive an insurance recovery and then also expense that amount for purchase of a new lamp post. We had one of the events this fall, vehicle struck a lamp post again, so we're getting another new lamp post.
Okay, Ms. Wood again, Mr. Harrington. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passed. The only thing, real quick comment, I made it at the board meeting. Jeff had called me a couple weeks ago. You wanna explain what you said to me?
Yeah, the committee had moved to go ahead with Wi-Fi service, and in committee last month, we discussed waiting until the spring in order to activate that, since there's not a lot of activity down there over the winter. I was advised by Mike Colvin of the IT department, though, that Time Warner Cable had a special cable internet deal that was going right now, that if we locked in before the end of the year, we would get an excellent rate, and he recommended proceeding now versus waiting, which would end up costing us more in the end. So that's what I advised Chairman Merlino of, and then really the last piece of that is the hardware necessary, and Mike is still working on giving me some options on the hardware. The first one he came back with for a Wi-Fi server was quite robust. That one could actually accommodate 500 users at once, which would be great, but the cost was $2,700 for that server. So what I asked Mike for at the time was just some other options, if we could go with a middle-of-the-road type server with Wi-Fi. But he hasn't gotten back to me as yet. I do have money in the budget to purchase even the $2,700 one. It just seemed like maybe a little bit more robust than I thought maybe the committee would want to go for. So I don't know if that's really the last piece, is to decide on what hardware needs to be installed. Unfortunately, I don't have another option from Mike as yet, but he's working on that.
All right, so we might as well just wait, see what happens, what he gives us, and we got the money in the budget. I would say go a little less. I mean, 500 people at one time, that's an awful lot, you know.
Yeah, it would be great when it's in use like that for a major event, but it is quite an expense. So I asked him for a middle-of-the-road option down in the $1,000 range that maybe would carry less users, but be useful and more affordable.
Okay, so we'll just hold off on that until we find out. All right, any other discussion? I'll open to the floor. Anybody have any questions? All right, motion to adjourn. Ms. Wood, Mr. Harrington, all in favor?
Aye.
We're adjourned.
That was a quick one, huh?